Yes, everybody. How are you guys doing today? It's the final day of the season tomorrow. Arsenal versus Man City. This title race has been amazing. Hamza, even you must be impressed that we've taken you to the final day of the season after last season. And we are going to see on the final day of the season what is going to happen. Can Arsenal get a miracle? Will Man City get the four-peat? Of course, Phil Foden also won Player of the Year, so we're gonna have to talk about that. Did he deserve it? Was there anybody else who deserved it more than him? In addition to that, what else do we need to talk about? Arteta, Hamza thinks I'm a fraud, so he's gonna try to expose some stuff that he wanted to talk about. We were literally yelling at each other earlier today on Tobes' face, so this is gonna be very interesting to see. We already have 50 people in the chat. Do me a favor. I need to see minimum 50 likes by now. All of you guys have to like the video. But yeah, Hamza, how you doing, man? And also, don't forget, Hamza has his own YouTube channel. Link is in the description. Please do subscribe to Hamza Talks Ball. And of course, if you haven't already subscribed to Egal Talks Football, please do that also. But yeah, we got some people in the chat already going crazy. We got some people saying, big up Egal, big up Hamza, Saka or Foden. Hamza, what do you do if City lose tomorrow? I can't. You can't handle. We
can't even think about it. I can't even think about it. No chance. I can't. No chance.
Hamza, go in on Egal. You got Ali, Chelsea fan, loving life right now. You got football miracle tomorrow. I would absolutely love it. I would love it. Hamza, first let's talk about your star boy, Phil Foden, Premier League Player of the Season. The youngest unanimous Premier League player of the season. Philip, is his full name? What's his full name? Philip something Foden?
Phil Foden is Walter.
Philip Walter Foden.
Yeah. So big up Phil Foden. Listen, big up Phil Foden. Congratulations for getting the Player of the Year. Now, Ballon d'Or, we're knocking. We're knocking for that.
You know he's not going to get Ballon d'Or. Like, why are we?
You don't know. You don't know.
No, we know he's not getting Ballon d'Or.
He's being nominated. He's won the shortlist.
There's no way in hell he's getting.
Okay. Tell me the players that you think.
Okay, number one, you have Vinicius Jr. at Real Madrid. He's about to win the Champions League potentially and the league. That is a Ballon d'Or candidate, A1 level. Number two, you have Jude Bellingham also ahead of him in the pecking order.
But scored La Liga, huh? What about if they don't? What about if they lose the Champions League?
If they lose the Champions League, I still don't think he's gonna get it. Let me go.
What about if they lose? No, if they lose the Champions League, we won the World Club Cup, we won the Super Cup, we win the FA Cup, we win the English League. England gets it far in the league. Do you think who's gonna be there? So listen, I'm just saying, it's a contender.
The power rankings at this moment in time for the Ballon d'Or are. Let me just scroll down to the top.
It's Bellingham, Vinicius, Foden.
Okay,
Kane.
So they have.
But Kane's come third in Bundesliga.
Let me show you.
How can you nominate the best player in the world?
They have Vinicius number one. They have Vinicius number one. Let me pull it up for you. Vinicius number one. There's no way, but he's getting this. No way. Vinny's number one. Vinny's number one. Number two is Bellingham. Number three is still Kylian Mbappe.
How? What has he done?
Still have Kylian Mbappe number three.
No, you'll be a joke.
Even though he lost the tournament, they still have him three. Number four
will not be that.
Number four, Foden's fourth. Fifth,
so listen.
Fifth, they have Florian
Rodri's there,
and then Harry Kane.
No, Harry Kane will not finish above Rodri.
Toni Kroos is ahead of Rodri.
Nah.
And then Erling Haaland's ahead of Rodri.
Yeah.
Then Rodri's 9th. And then 10th, they have Bukayo Saka.
Nah, it can't be Bukayo Saka. It can't be there.
No, top 10. Why can't he be top 10?
It can't be, man. Declan Rice, man. You're disrespecting Declan Rice.
No.
Declan Rice and Saliba are the best player. It's like us saying
Hamza, there's no way he's winning a Ballon d'Or.
I'm saying, okay, you'll see.
You have England has to win the Euros, and he has to be an integral piece to England winning the Euros for him to have a chance. Don't
Listen,
forget, it's French journalists. They don't love him like that. Your boy's not
I'm
up
telling
there.
you, different, man. England might win it. England might win the Euros. I was planning to support Spain so that Spain wins it and then Rodri gets it. But Spain have got too many inexperienced players. But listen, first,
Bro,
congratulations to
Saka
Foden.
can't be in this year. He has been below expectations,
He's been
honestly.
bad. He's been
No, no, no.
poor. He's been
Let's keep it real. Saka, you guys are saying is having a poor season. Statistically, he's still up there as one of the best
no.
players this season. Yeah, he is,
Saka's not. Saka's not even been better than Cole Palmer.
bro.
Bro,
Saka,
I'm telling you now, Cole
Saka.
Palmer has been way better than Saka. And that's agenda aside. Cole Palmer should not even be young player. He should be nominated as player of the year.
He
He should
was
be top two,
nominated,
top three.
bro.
Yeah,
This
he
is
should be
why
top three.
you're not paying
It's,
attention. Cole Palmer
it's
was nominated.
who won it? Foden number one. Who won number two?
I don't know what the number one, number
They
two
didn't
is.
release it. But I think it's
One
Rodri.
second. Did they release that? Do they say that here?
They haven't released it. But listen, I'm being honest here. Saka's had a poor season. Poor season. Declan Rice has been your player and Gabriel Magalhaes. Those players have been more integral than any other player. And
Okay,
because
Hamza, what stats do you use to judge a player on?
in terms of like being crucial for the team, like he's been instrumental. Declan Rice
He
is
has
one.
been instrumental.
Who?
Saka creates a lot of chances. Saka gets a lot of assists. Saka might not score.
Has he scored more goals than Palmer?
No, but we're talking about Phil Foden.
Has he had more assists than Palmer?
One less?
Is he more integral to Arsenal than Palmer is to Chelsea?
No, because we have a better
There
team.
you are. So that's what I'm saying.
But we have a better team.
Palmer,
One second. There's a case to be said. Cole Palmer is better than Phil Foden based on your metrics.
no. The thing is, the difference that's made it is Phil Foden has been instrumental for Man City.
Yeah,
season.
and Saka
He's
has been
been
instrumental for Arsenal.
No, Declan Rice is the most important player.
No, so then
And
Rodri's
Gabriel
the most.
Magalhaes
One
is.
second.
Even
Rodri's.
Havertz is
One second.
been
One
better than
second.
Havertz. I think Havertz is better.
Hamza. Rodri's the best player for City.
Yes.
So then, why does Foden
No,
win?
but this season, the most instrumental, most important player in that squad is Foden.
Why is Foden the most instrumental player when
He has.
when
I
Foden?
tell you why.
No. Let me land. When Foden plays, and he misses games, you don't lose. When Thing misses games, Rodri, you end up losing. Also, all the games that Foden has missed, you have not lost a single one of those games. In addition to that, Rodri's the guy who secures you guys these major trophies. Yes, Foden has won you a couple games here and there, and he's been instrumental in the sense of his performances. He's raised his levels. But there's a case to be said that your best player, your most impactful player, and your most important player is Rodri.
Rodri is our foundation, but this year, Phil Foden has excelled. And I tell you, I'm one of the Phil Foden critic, 2 years ago.
So does Foden deserve Player of the Year over Rodri?
I think you have to give it him. Yeah.
Why?
I think both.
No, Rodri, but why does the same thing not stick with the right?
Rodri has to be there. And if you said to me Rodri or Foden, there's no harming. But the reason why Foden takes it is he scored crucial goals. And I'll give you an example. The comebacks we've had. Tottenham. Yeah, this away game, he was key. He was instrumental. We played the Nottingham Forest. He played well. The Chelsea game, he was instrumental. The comebacks against Everton, the hat-tricks against Brentford, the Man United comebacks. When we were 1-0 down and United parked the bus, he came in and scored a banger and a nice overlay to score a goal. Every of his goal has been absolutely impeccable. Fantastic, class. Look at him on TV, does not do his eyes justice. Bro, if you watch Foden on the pitch, it's completely different when you see him on TV. The guy is elite. The guy is a star boy in the making. The boy is only 23. And today, for him, the way he's played for us is how crucial Wayne Rooney and Cristiano were for Man United. Yeah. He now comes on that but the Player of the Year. City have won it 5 in a row. This is the first time. We've won it 5 in a row. Kevin De Bruyne won it. Aguero won it. Haaland won it. Ruben Diaz won it. Phil Foden's won it now. 5 in a row. We've done it 5. Player of the year. 5 in a row. 5 different players have won it every single year. And to me, he now goes and sits with the great players who have become player of the year. Salah, Van Dijk, the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo, Thierry Henry, Eden Hazard, Luis Suarez, who have got this award. Yeah, to me, Phil Foden deserves it. From what everyone put him under pressure. Before the season started, everyone said, we will see what Phil Foden is. He's a fraud. He's been hiding behind KDB. KDB is injured. We will see what Phil Foden. And Foden did it. Foden proved you wrong. Foden's the reason why we're winning the title. Yeah. If we win the title on tomorrow, Foden will be impressive. I've not seen any English player that's elevated a team so well, other than Wayne Rooney. Phil Foden was the next guy. So to me, we have to give credit. Yeah, that many players voted for him. Apparently, he won it over more than 50%. That's mad. He was way clear above everyone else. This is the first time in history 5 different players from 5 different teams have won it. It shows you how Man City elite as well. Yeah. And you know what? Today, Cole Palmer proved me wrong. Cole Palmer is another player that should be in that conversation to me. He's had a better season than Saka. He's been instrumental than Saka. And I think Saka does not even this season level the likes of Palmer. Odegaard has been more better than Saka. Odegaard has been a better player for Arsenal than Saka. Saka's worst season this season. Martinelli has had a worse season as well. So, although Saka hasn't dropped us significantly, Saka has dropped down by 10%.
So are you apologizing for Cole Palmer? Your takes on Cole Palmer at the beginning of the season were disgraceful. You said, you said 45 million. Tui. You started spitting, saying, this guy's not that good.
No, I didn't. Listen,
bro, you did say that on Husam's channel. Hamza, come on.
You go to if you type my name and find Cole Palmer. I was joking with Chelsea fan, but if you go and type, you'll find tweets 3 years ago. I was writing about Palmer. I praised Palmer when no one knew about Palmer because I was watching the Under-21 Academy. This boy, one thing that I rate him about that Saka needs to have is this boy loves responsibility. He loves pressure. Saka doesn't like pressure. Saka,
excuse me?
No,
okay, Hamza, stop lying.
This boy,
don't do that.
I'm telling you now. Egal.
Hamza, that's a blatant lie. That's a blatant lie.
No,
that's a blatant lie.
Saka is a great player. He's a nice kid. But when pressure's on,
answer this simple question. What makes you know that Saka is not good that doesn't like pressure?
I'll tell you why. I've seen him in big games. Let's say example, all the City game that we play, he often goes missing.
Excuse me?
Yes.
Do you know how many times he scored against City?
Hold on. This season, Etihad, did he do anything? Nothing.
Bro, this season, Etihad, did any of your players do anything?
1 second. But there was players who were involved in the game. Saka was bad.
Bro, you keep moving the goalpost. Continue because I've already debunked
City
one of your
last season, all the 3 games.
Saka's goals versus the big 6, and in those big games,
this is a problem because he's a penalty taker.
No,
he's a penalty taker.
How many penalties
against Man City? We played 3 games last season. He was pulling all those 3.
Okay.
He was pocketing about Ake. He was pocketing about Kanji as a left back.
One second. Let me ask you a question. Did you score a single goal in those games?
Which game?
At home and away. Did you score a single goal?
No, we didn't score.
So why are you talking?
Did you score?
Won one game. We won one game 1-0, and we won the other game. When it comes to Saka,
no, wasn't. So you won the other game how?
We won the game 1-0.
Yeah, but that goal that you scored wasn't clear. You had one chance.
It doesn't matter if you have one chance or not. You've won league titles because of one chance.
You didn't dominate, man. You know the fact that you guys keep saying that you beat Man City 1-0. That game you won, you're bro. We evened each other out, and
Arteta
took a chance and he scored. But this season, you have to give. Cole Palmer has been better than Saka. I want you to agree, yes or no? Has Saka been better than Cole Palmer this season?
Cole Palmer is in a worse team. Of course, he's going to look better. Saka's
No.
been
As Cole
second.
so
One
is
second.
Saka better than Cole
One
Palmer this
second.
season?
One second. What we're doing is we're doing the thing where players that are held to a higher standard are being brought down to a player who's having a good first season. I'm not going to do this thing where we say, oh, are we going to say Cole Palmer's had a better season than Mo Salah then?
No.
So why is it that he's not had a better season than Mo Salah, but he's had a better season than Salah?
No. I believe he's had a better season than Mo Salah. Fact.
Okay.
He's had
So
a better season than Mo Salah.
in that sense,
Fact. Yes, he has. He's had a better season than Mo Salah. That's a fact.
so he's had a better season than Foden also.
Him. No, Foden's just been amazing this season.
No, but statistically,
He hasn't. He hasn't had listen,
one second.
You cannot deny Palmer to be the top three.
What are we basing this on? Are we basing on statistics? Are you basing on eye test? Or are you just saying
as the eye test and everything, man? Do use anything. Palmer's been better than Mo Salah. I that's the truth. I sold him, and I'm telling you, as a fan who sold him, he should be top 3, top 4. Him, listen, it's him, Foden, Rodri, and Declan Rice.
You know what you're doing? You're trying to cover
And
yourself.
Declan Rice.
You're trying to cover yourself from the terrible takes you made at the beginning of the season. That's what you're trying to do.
No, bro. Okay, whatever I said, yeah, 100%. Everyone will tell you Cole Palmer has been instrumental for Chelsea.
Yes,
has been so good for Chelsea.
Hamza, it's easier to be that one player in a bad team than it is to be a player in a title race. The pressure is different.
But let me tell you something.
So why all of a sudden a guy who's delivering week in, week out, goals, assists, helping his team win, creating one of the most chances in the league. He's Saka, don't forget, creates some of the most chances in the league by far. And we're sitting here and we're saying, oh, Cole Palmer's had a better season. Okay. Yeah, he's had a good season for Chelsea, but he's not a better player.
But he's had a better season than Saka. What can you not admit?
Statistically, yeah. But Saka's been more impactful.
No, overall as a player, sometimes we have to say players have been very good.
Bro, I am not going to sit here. One second. I'm not going to sit here and say Cole Palmer is not deserving of the Young Player of the Year award. He's definitely deserving of that. He's literally carried Chelsea. He's one of the main men for Chelsea, 100%. But what I'm trying to explain to you is there's a difference in playing for a Chelsea team when you're the main man, you're the main guy, and you don't have much help around you. You don't have anybody else around you. To when you're Saka,
it's harder for Chelsea.
No.
It's so hard when the players are losing games and players are not elevating. And he's a young 19-year-old. Comes to a
so then based on
Premier League.
One second.
Never has he played in the Premier League ever.
Keep it consistent.
He's never played in the Premier League. And then
this is where I got you.
His first season as a senior, he performs that level.
This is where I got you.
Why can you not say he's played better? That's his first full season.
Based on what you're saying, then he's better than Foden and he should win Player of the Year.
This season, he's been top 3.
No, but based on what you're saying, if he's better than Saka, he's better than Salah, then based on the fact that being in a title race doesn't matter and his impact, can we all agree then? One second, you're saying Cole Palmer robbed Foden of the Player of the Year then. Am I wrong?
No, Foden deserves Player of the Year.
No, but then why is it all of a sudden that when I say, oh, Player of the Year, he's not deserving?
No, because Foden, there's a reason. Foden has carried Man City. Palmer has carried Chelsea. Has Saka carried your team?
Yes. Numerous times.
Saka's the one that carried your team.
Bro, 1 second. First of
all, no way.
Arsenal have a lot of good players, right? We don't depend on one individual to carry the whole team, or else we'd be in the mud.
But Foden's carried Man City.
1 second. Foden has not single-handedly carried your team. Don't act like you don't have world-class players in many different positions. Okay? Now, you cannot apply one thing for one thing and then change the whole topic for Arsenal and Bukayo Saka. I'm not going to do this Bukayo Saka or Foden thing forever. Simply put,
there's no discussion with Foden and Saka anymore.
Based on your own criteria on why Foden is better than Saka, he still stands for what I said if you compare him to Foden. So are you going to keep consistent? Are you going to say Foden, Palmer is deserving a Player of the Year over Foden? Or are you going to then buckle and change your tune?
No, it's simple. When Hazard won the Player of the Year, he carried Chelsea. When Suarez won the Player of the Year, he carried Liverpool. When Cristiano Ronaldo won Player, he carried them. When Thierry Henry won Player of the Year, he carried Arsenal. When Foden's won it, he's carried. How come Palmer's carried them as well? But Saka has not carried you. And
I'm
it's
not even.
simple. Saka's had one of the worst seasons in the last 3 years. This is probably one of the worst seasons.
You
And
are
he's
not.
been poor in many
Let's
games.
end this. Let's end this
But
here.
you want him to be
Let's end this
part
here.
of Palmer. No
If-
way. You have to agree. He's been
If,
Palmer's
if,
been better than
if
him this
20
season.
if 25 GA is a terrible season, I'll take that every year.
How many goals has he scored?
Long story short, he scored 16 goals in the league.
And how many has Palmer scored?
I think he's got like 22.
There you are.
Listen,
Uncomfortable convo.
we'll leave the conversation there on the Foden Palmer debate. But let's talk about the league now.
No,
Let's talk about the
Saka
league.
Palmer debate.
No. No, it was Foden Palmer because you said Foden and Palmer.
Foden is clear.
1 second. You said top 2, right? 1 second.
Saka's been number one.
Let's ask the people in the
Foden
chat.
1, Rodri
Let's
2.
ask the people in the chat.
Palmer.
Why is Ollie Watkins not in this conversation? I
No.
don't really think Saka should even
No,
be
I
in the
don't.
Player of the Year conversation as much as guys like Ollie Watkins, Rodri, those and Palmer. Those are the guys that should be in the conversation with them. If I'm going to put somebody from Arsenal, it's going to be either Odegaard or Declan Rice. I'm not even you're the one that putting Saka in this conversation. Personally, I don't think Saka should be in this conversation fully. I'm only arguing the fact that you're being very contradicting in your points. But yeah, let's go to the next point. The next point is you had something to say. What was it? You wanted to say something before we continue.
About the title race.
Yes. 1 second. Somebody here is saying something. Foden is over Saka by far.
No.
It's over Egal. Just please.
It's over. That conversation is done. Now that convo was done. And
bad
Saka
guy,
will
you're an
not be
Arsenal
there.
hater, bro. You're an Arsenal hater.
Bad guy is right. Bad guy. Saka.
The conversation is not over. The
Saka will
conversation
never ever reach Foden's level because now Foden has got the award that Cristiano has, Wayne Rooney has, Eden Hazard has, Thierry Henry has, Luis Suarez has. He sits on those tables. Saka needs to prove us now next year. Palmer better not have a second better season than him.
bro.
Yeah. He's had one season already ahead of him this season.
Are you
Palmer's
comparing
already
Foden
dunked on him this
to Rooney
season, first senior season. Palmer should not get a second season above him because there's going to be a comfortable convo. Because Palmer's knocking on the door and say, Hamza, I'm doing it. I'm
Hamza,
doing it when you
what
threw him under the
conversation
bus.
are you talking about? Are you saying Palmer is a better player than Saka, or are you just saying he's having a better season?
I tell you what, and remember what I said to you.
What do you
Remember
do?
what I say. I'm going to be controversial here. Palmer will be a better player than Saka. Fact.
Based on what?
Remember I said to you.
No, based on what? Based on
Palmer
what?
will be a better player than Saka.
Based on what?
He needs to, and there's certain things he needs to say. I'm not going to say it now. This player, I seen him since he was young. Saka's a good player, great player. Yeah. But this boy, there's one thing I look at him and I'm thinking, and I've seen from great players, is big game player. And this guy is not scared of pressure. I've seen Saka buckle under pressure. This boy, 90th minute, picks up the ball and says, yo, I'm taking that penalty. 94th minute, dunks on United. I've seen him score level game. Bro, without Palmer, Chelsea will be fighting relegation. Ask Chelsea fans. He's become the new boy. He's come. Which young guy at the age of 20 comes into your first season, Egal, banks 22 goals? Give it. Congratulate him. He's elite. He's a good player.
Bro.
But the way that people are coming for him is jealousy and hatred. What he's done is beyond any other youngster. And any other youngster. But people are not going to say it. You call your boy star boy. That's the definition of a star boy. Starts first season, scores 22 goals. Drags his team to the top. People are laughing at Chelsea being 12th, 13th. Guess what, Chelsea? They pushed up to 6th. They might finish 5th. Guess who? Palmer. They've looked at the games with Palmer and without Palmer. There's a difference. With Palmer, they win games. He scores more. Without Palmer, Chelsea will be 17th or 16th. Big up Palmer. Chelsea have got good player. But you don't want to say that because it hurts you to see a rival.
Bro,
who has
one
a-
second,
And if
one
you had
second.
Palmer,
First of
you would
all,
have won the league.
first of all, I like Cole Palmer. Yeah, I call him Abdi Palmer because he was chilling with my boy Liban in Dubai. Big up to Liban. So I don't really have a problem with the player. I don't. I can rate Chelsea players even though I don't like Chelsea, unlike some people, right? That's not the issue. The issue is when 1 second you're saying, "Oh, well, this guy carries the club to a title race. He's carrying them to do something." Palmer's not doing anything to carry these guys. He's yes, they're winning, they're getting results, and they're doing better now. But really and truly, it's easier when you're in a bad team to gather stats and to be that guy that's the main man. It's a lot easier when you have a lot of shit around you and you're the main man lifting them. Where we've seen that with other players in the past. It's a
Is it
lot
not
easier.
harder?
When
Is it
what's
not?
harder? What's harder is when you're under the pressure of winning every single game and being in a title race. What's harder is when you're in the Champions League having to deliver and you're in the league having to deliver and not just playing once a week. It's a lot harder. So yeah, let's see how he does in his second season. I'm not sitting here saying Palmer's a bad player. I'm just saying you're giving him all these plaudits, deservedly so, his first season. But let's wait and see before we start saying things like,
But
"Oh,
he's
he's a better
elevated. Has he
player,
not done well?
better player than this, and he's better player than that." No, bro, it's his first season. Relax.
Yeah,
I'm
but
not gonna.
congratulate him first. That's
I
all he's
honestly,
got.
I honestly think you're setting the guy up for failure by putting these
He doesn't.
crazy expectations on him. Let's chill. Let's calm down, and let's go on to the
Imagine
next
he
topic.
had Declan Rice. Imagine he had all those players. Imagine he had Arsenal.
If he had all those players, it doesn't necessarily mean
Who
he would
do
be
way
better.
or who do better?
It's not. It doesn't work that way.
He does. He
It doesn't work
does.
that way. Just
Some
when you
players.
have better players around you, it doesn't necessarily mean you're just going to do this. Why wasn't he doing it at City?
He
Why
was
wasn't
young.
he given the opportunity
He
at
was
City?
doing it. He was doing
No,
it,
he
but he was
wasn't.
young. Pep
Bro,
wanted him to
he
stay.
never got. He
Pep wanted
never.
him to stay. Pep.
Never.
No, he did. He did. He scored the crucial goal for the Super Cup. We won it. He scored the Community Shield. He was scoring goals, but there were better players ahead of him. How can you bench Bernardo Silva?
My man saying
How can
Mainu and Palmer are better than Saka. Now you're just trolling. We're trolling. We're actually trolling at this point. Bro, I don't think people realize who Saka is. Like you guys keep talking about Saka in
He
a
needs to
disrespectful
deliver in
manner.
big games.
Relax
This
in a
season,
disrespectful manner.
he was
You
poor
got,
against
you
Bayern
got
Munich
one man
away.
saying
He was
crying.
poor against Man City. He was poor against United. He was
Bro,
poor. He's always poor when
one
pressure's
second.
on.
He is poor against United. I swear to you,
Yeah,
do you
Old
watch the
Trafford.
games?
Old Trafford. Was he poor?
Do
Was
you
he?
not watch the games?
Bro, I went the game. He was poor.
Bro, I don't think
Old
Saka.
Trafford. Dalo pocketed him. Guys, tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me
Let-
if I'm wrong. Did
I,
Dalo not pocket Saka in that game?
bro,
What did
let's
Saka do in that game? What
I
game did you watch?
all right. We got people in the chat that at this point they're just haters. We got haters in the chat.
Look, these
It's
are Arsenal fans. They're telling you.
crazy. Not gonna lie, you guys gas up Saka. I don't rate Saka like that. Interesting, interesting conversations. Interesting conversations. You guys
Saka
are
is
all
public
people are
spectacle.
calling Saka a bum. This is what we've come to. Wallahi, interesting. Interesting. People saying Saka got that. Yo, literally, he carried Arsenal for 2 years. I fully agree. But guys don't want to care. They don't want to speak about that because we were in eighth, we were in fifth. They don't want to talk about these things.
But he hasn't been good this year. He's right. I'm telling
He
you.
hasn't been good
Um,
this year,
um,
bro.
I
Hamza,
need to see. I
Hamza,
need to him to
Hamza,
see him having the
Hamza.
genetics and
Saka's
genes and the
Saka's
cojones of Palmer.
Saka's
Big game.
worst season. You're saying Saka's worst season. He has 9 assists. That's one more than Foden. He has 16 goals. That's one less than Foden.
Bro, the guy takes penalties, man.
He's created 99 chances. That's almost 25 more than Foden. That's 26 more than
Bro, it's
Palmer.
not.
Like when you do these things and you compare these guys and you talk about them, Saka is being spoken about as if he's miles off. It's ridiculous.
It's not about the bro.
Bro,
It's not
the
about
guy
Saka.
week in, week
Eh,
out. The guy week in, week out is delivering. He might not get the statistics, he might not get the plaudits, but week in, week out, he's delivering. I think you guys are just hating because we have a really good squad, and he's not the guy who gets spoken about after every win. But yeah, let's keep it moving.
You
We got a
guys
lot
don't like
more.
criticizing Saka. I've realized that there's two things you guys have a problem. You'll never criticize your manager, Arteta, and you'll
Allah,
never
this
criticize
guy's
Saka
telling me
because
Trossard has
you
been better
feel
than
they're bigger than your club. I've never seen
What are
a
we
fan
talking
base
about?
that are
What
so
are we talking about?
scared. Bro, I'm telling you now, ask other I've never seen you throw Martinelli on the bus. But Saka is like, yo, this guy. We will tell you, yo, he had a stinker there. Oh, you're not allowed. Oh, man, they found him. We say he's had a stinker by a minute. We predict he's gonna have a stinker there.
Saka
We
pulled
tell
out
you,
versus Bayern at
bro,
home.
buying away was crap, man. And he
Bayern
died
away,
for
he should have
penalty.
won a
Tried to die
penalty.
for penalty.
We
Tried
should
to
have
die
got
for
a penalty.
penalty, bro.
Bro,
What are we
he
doing
did
here?
not dive. He did not
Bro, it
dive.
was a dive, man.
He did
They
not
literally-
dive, bro. What
they
are we
not-
talking about?
I watched, bro. It was the analyst, even BT. They said that's a do better than that. I
Bro,
remember who was there.
bro, the
Someone
guy's
said,
leg
"We
was
should
moving.
do better than that."
I don't care what you say. The
Come
guy's
on,
leg was
man.
moving. This is crazy. To say Trossard is better than Saka. Like Trossard, yes, he was stepped up in the games late in the season. But let's not do this whole thing where we start dunking on Saka, trying to say Saka's not a good player and stuff, because it's ridiculous. You guys are on some mad thing. I honestly think you guys are confused.
Did Saka win Young Player of the Year last year?
Yeah, he won PFA Young Player this season.
There you are, 1-1. Palmer's equalized it.
No, Palmer hasn't won PFA. He won Premier League.
Yeah, no, he didn't win Young Player of the Year, is it?
No, Thing won it. Premier League went to Erling Haaland. He won everything.
Yeah. But Young Player, what did Saka win?
Saka
Yeah.
won PFA Young Player of the season.
Last season.
Yeah.
PFA Young Player of the Year.
Yeah.
Has that been given already? This
No,
year?
not yet.
Palmer's winning it. Palmer's
see.
winning now.
We'll
So
see.
1 second. If Palmer wins that, uncomfortable convo because Palmer's
Bro,
already got
why does
Premier
that
League Player of the
matter?
Year, Young Player of the Year.
Bro, one
That's
second.
coming.
One
Remember
second.
Arsenal fans.
One
That's
second.
coming.
1 second. Individual awards mean more to you than what you actually think of the players.
Bro, it's an achievement. He's achieved it. Players have nominated him. Football players have nominated. They've seen his elegance. You have to congratulate him. Why
I'm
are you
not
being
gonna lie
a
to
hater?
you, Hamza. I don't want to spend the whole entire show talking about Palmer and Foden. We need to get into the title race. Let's talk about the title race. It is his debut season. He's played really well. I'm not a hater. I rate the guy highly. Let's keep it moving. You're trying to make me look like a hater here. I'm just disgusted by how you guys are speaking about Saka, because as if the guy's garbage. But yeah, let's talk about the Premier League title, bro. What do you think is gonna happen tomorrow? What are you saying?
Listen, first let me just say something. I want to say the Arsenal fans are hypocrites here. Biggest flip-flops I've ever seen in my life. Arsenal fans are flip-flops. Yeah, they change the narrative when it suits them. I've seen what they said beginning of the season, including yourself. You came out here, and I told you before, you said that you will question Arteta if he does not win any trophies this season. This is what you said. Yeah,
Yep.
This is what you told the world. This is what you told us. It was clipped. You said, if Arteta, because of last year, Arteta has to bring trophies, especially in the backing that he's had. You told us live. Yeah. And your fan base told us straight to the eye. Your fan base told us straight to the eye. Yeah. And you know one thing? We love people who can stand by their words. Yeah. We'll always respect you if you stand by your words. Say what you say, keep it, don't change your narrative. Yeah. Now the pressure's on. We've clipped you, we've remembered. Now let's go. Carling Cup. 4th round. West Ham. Bottle jobs. Knocked out at the 4th round. 4th round. Away. Bang out. What do they tell us? Hamza and every other fan base. I've got bigger fish to fry. Fine. You'll see us in the FA Cup. We normally win the FA Cup. We're always at Wembley. FA Cup comes in. Yeah? What happens? They play Liverpool. Liverpool bring the youngsters. Jason Dance. They brought Bradley. Something Bobby. And there was another guy. In your stadium. In your stadium. You get beat. In your stadium. Second trophy, gone. We ask you, What's next? Speak to us. Tell us. We knew 2 trophies left. We know the 1 trophy, you can't win it. You don't have the heritage to win it. We tell you, you don't have it. You don't have the cojones to win it. You don't have the cojones. We tell Arsenal fans all the time. You don't have the heritage. You don't have the cojones to win the UCL. We know because we've won it. We know what it takes to win a UCL. We know what it takes to win a UCL. Chelsea fans know. United fans know. Liverpool fans, they know. We tell you, this is not your league, boy. This is not your league. You tell us, what? Look what we've done the group stages. We tell you straight up. PSV, where are they? Top of the league. Which league? Eric Divise. Lons, 8th. 8th in the French league. Porto. And who else was the third one? Sevilla, 14th in La Liga. Sevilla. That group was the easiest group I've ever seen a team get in the Champions League. You lose to Lons, I knew that's a red flag. You made excuses. I said,
one second.
What
was your group? What was your group?
Leipzig, who nearly knocked out Madrid.
Oh, what's this?
1 second. I don't brag about my group.
No. You said the easiest group in the Champions League history.
Yeah, your one was easy.
What's this?
Are you telling me your one's harder than this group?
Bro, you got Leipzig, Young Boys.
Are you telling me Leipzig,
PSV
is better than Leipzig?
Sevilla and PSV are much better than everyone in your team.
Sevilla are a joke. Ask everyone here. Sevilla are a joke, bro. What are you talking about? Sevilla are 12th in La Liga, behind teams like Alaves, Getafe, Real Betis, Real Sociedad, Villarreal, Valencia, Girona. They're near Osasuna. They were 13th.
No, but I'm just saying.
They were 13th.
1 second, Hamza.
Bro,
it's rich.
Leipzig.
It's rich coming from you.
No, 1 second.
No.
Let me tell you about Leipzig.
Rich,
Wallahi, Leipzig
coming from you.
Leipzig played
Hamza,
Real Madrid.
Hamza,
and Madrid were booed.
It's rich coming from you.
With their fan base.
It's rich coming from
Leipzig
you. It's rich coming from you, though, because you always get easy groups. It's rich coming from you talking about easy groups.
Bro, I'm telling you,
the group
that was
doesn't
the
matter.
easy group.
The groups doesn't matter. The UCL doesn't matter.
It does matter.
We're not talking about that.
Bro, okay, now 1 second. 1 second.
You've completely gone off.
You had the easiest group. You go to the next round, you get given the Porto. We told you straight.
We won.
1 second. We told you they're 3rd in their league. Yeah? They're 3rd in their league. And guess what? They had 41-year-old defender, 40-year-old midfielder. They were so bad and they drew against you and took you to penalties. In a round of 16, you're struggling to beat a team in 90th minute who's not Real Madrid or Bayern Munich. You're struggling against Porto, 3rd in their league. Already. You already made. And when I saw your players win on penalties, I thought, yo, these guys are
funny. That guy's funny.
Bayern Munich, worst Bayern team in history.
A
Bayern team that's finished 3rd in Bundesliga that you laughed at. Your fan base was celebrating that. Come on, Bayern. We've got Bayern. We're going to revenge the 10-2.
Hamza, why are you avoiding?
You get done by Bayern. Humiliated by Bayern, who are struggling this year. You come out the Champions League as fools. We told you, yo, this is not your league.
Stop for a second.
Guess what? You say, we've got the Premier League left.
Stop for a second.
That's what you told us.
Stop for a second. We can run through all of Arsenal's defeats throughout the whole entire season. That doesn't do anything. What is your point?
My point is, beginning of the season, I'm explaining how you've capitulated in all those trophies. Tells me there was one trophy left, the Premier League. Yeah? I told everyone they're going to bottle it. They can't do it. They're bottle jobs. They said, no, Hamza, they're going to go on a run.
So do you still call it bottle jobs, even though we're about to
bottle jobs?
even though
100%
even
bottle
though
job.
we're still here on the final day of the
If you
season.
don't win the league, you're a bottle job.
How? It's the final day of the season. We're still in it.
I'll tell you why. Let me tell you why. I'll tell you you're a bottle
So
job.
if you lose to Wolves, West Ham, you're a
Your
job.
fan base was so arrogant. You're celebrating Crystal Palace beating Liverpool.
Yeah.
You're ahead of Man City by 1 point.
Yeah.
You're ahead of Man City by 1 point before the game. You're already ahead of City. You win that game, you got 4 points clear. You're at home against Villa. You are home against Villa. Guess what? Not only you lose that game, you don't lose 1-0. Your fan base, they walked out. 83rd
that was
minute.
disgraceful.
1 second.
I agree.
Your fan
was-
base
one
didn't
second.
believe in your process.
That
Your
was
fan base did not
Hamza,
believe
Hamza,
that you'll do a comeback.
Hamza,
Your
that
fan
was-
base
that was
left you
disgraceful.
83 minutes. Said, forget this.
That was
These are
disgraceful.
bottle jobs.
Bro.
So if your fan base are showing me your bottle jobs, they're leaving when you're 1-0 down only.
No, that was disgraceful.
How can I
That was
believe
disgraceful.
in you?
That was disgraceful. I agree. To people who left the stadium after we conceded the first goal to Aston Villa, that was a joke. And then we conceded the second and it was done. But right now, we still have one more game. We're talking about all these things about bottle jobs, everything else. I don't believe you can call this season a bottle job because we're literally still going to
bottled it. You bottled it.
Hamza.
If we lose, we bottled it. It's simple. Stop
Hamza,
playing these games. If I lose against West Ham, I bottled it.
Yeah, because it's the final day of the season.
100% I would have bottled it.
Yeah.
If I was top of the league
and I
lost against Aston Villa, I bottled it. Because a bottle means you give your position when you're clear to win the league. And that's what I'm saying. You're going to the game now. The sad thing is your fan base now. Your fan base tonight will not sleep. Because tomorrow, whilst I'm playing my game, I'm going to be putting my feet up in the air and looking at my game. I'm not going to care who's playing. You were fan base. Your fan base, 60,001. And including Henry, Bergkamp that you invited for the parade. You invited your legends thinking you win the league. They're going to be in the stadium. Embarrassment. How embarrassing you invited all of them. You're going to show them the trophy. They're going to go there looking on their phone. I need to watch Man City. Forget this, guys.
Hamza,
my league title depends on that game.
Stop.
That game. Your league title depends on me.
2 seconds. It is normal standard, no matter what. If you mathematically can win the league on the final day, to arrange and set up the arrangements that are necessary for whatever parade or
legends.
Anything
Why did you invite your legends?
Also, the Premier League trophy. There's going to be one in both stadiums. There's going to be 40 medals, enough for both teams in both stadiums. Everything is prepared. Everything is prepared in case either team wins. Anything can happen in football. It's the final day of the season, and we know anything can happen in football. For you to sit here today and to act like, oh, Arsenal are embarrassing for trying to make arrangements in case they win the league. We would be an embarrassment if we didn't make arrangements and we mathematically somehow won the league out of nowhere. That would be more embarrassing. Because imagine you won the league and you weren't prepared because your team thought you lost. You won the league and you didn't make the arrangements to win. That would be worse. That would be worse, genuinely. But you want to know something? Let me show you something. I have something to show you because you want to talk about all these things. You want to talk about all these different games. I want to show you something. If you're going to talk about bottle jobs, let's talk about this. The last defeat you've had was December 6th versus Aston Villa. Since then, if we go through the list of your games, you had one draw versus Crystal Palace after that. Then you had another draw versus Chelsea. Everything else is a win in every competition. Another draw versus Chelsea here. So you had, one draw versus Chelsea and then another draw here versus Liverpool. So one draw versus Chelsea, one draw versus Liverpool. And then after that, you drew versus Arsenal and you didn't even get beat in the Champions League. You drew and you went to penalties and you got knocked out. No defeats since December 6th. You're sitting here calling me a bottle job when the team that I'm going up against are this perfect and this good, and the way that you guys are going, the level, the standards that you're playing at, and we're still 2 points behind you. You're talking to me as if my team has been absolutely garbage, has been shocking. Bro, take a look at what we've been doing this season. You can see it on the screen. Am I wrong?
Go
One
to
second.
your WhatsApp
You can
and
see it
play
on the
that
screen,
video
right?
I've sent you.
Hamza,
Play that video I've sent you.
I'll play it in a second, but look at this. You can see by the results that we've had and how we've been performing. Unfortunate that we got that loss to Aston Villa, because that is probably what you're talking about when you say bottling it or something like that. But every other game, you can see there, every other game, we're getting our results. From after this defeat here in the Premier League, we have not had a defeat until the Aston Villa game. One defeat in the whole new calendar year. That's how good you have to be to win this league. And you know something, Hamza? You talk about this Arsenal team threw it away. This Arsenal team threw it away. Your own manager, Pep Guardiola, had this to say about your team. Your own manager had this to say about Arsenal.
For the future, Arsenal gave it a message, and we take it.
Do you expect them to continue being your closest challengers?
I have few certain things in my life, like I wake up in the morning and I'm going to sleep in the night. It is going to happen until the rest of my life. The other certain, with the age they have, with the manager they have, with they were playing the last 2 seasons, they will stay here for a long, long time. That's why we get the message. So, whatever happened on Sunday, if you don't, we'll start to be ready to compete against with them.
Your own manager saying Arsenal could overtake you very soon.
No, he didn't say overtake us.
He implied it.
He said you're serious challenges.
He implied it.
He
doesn't mean that you're not. Pep Guardiola also said, that Calvin Phillips is a great midfielder, fantastic midfielder. Pep Guardiola told me Matthew Nunes is the best midfielder in the world. Matthias Nunes. Pep Guardiola has told me so many things. Sometimes Pep Guardiola does play mind games. Everyone knows. And we know, he does this a lot. Is Arsenal a good team? Yes. Are they good enough to win the league? Not yet. Why? Because they've got the bottle job mentality. If you are, this is the weakest Man City side I've watched since Pep took over. I sent you the video against Villa. When you all laughed at me, I was 4 points behind. Played it. Play the video. Villa game. Immediately after Villa game. Can't believe it. You got a deflected goal. The two frauds are on top of me. It's not over. The biggest fraud is on top of me. He's failed. It was the worst team ever. Worst ever Premier League team. Bottled the league. And the second one, I've broken him several times. I can see the light. Pep Guardiola, let's pray. Inshallah, we'll get this done. Inshallah, if we do a comeback, we would have destroyed them forever. We would have destroyed these bottle jobs forever. Inshallah, we break them so much. We break them that their fan base, they look for new sport. They look for rugby or tennis or kayaking as the new sport. I pray to God, those Liverpool fans first here, they won one Premier League in 30 years. I hope to destroy them so much that these guys I knock them off the pitch and they don't watch football again. Arsenal fans, these guys are desperate for football because these guys have been starving for 20 years and they've not won league down. I pray to God, we destroy both clubs and they don't come back and we finish them completely. Inshallah, please, if we do this comeback of 6 points, we'll be remembered as the greatest team the football has ever seen, ever. If I start from me, I'll never forget it. 6th of December, 2023 at 10:12. Bye. I don't give a shit about you guys. You're all losers. You're all frauds.
You were so triggered after you lost to Aston Villa.
6th of December, lad.
Let me just say, Hamza, let me just say something. Hamza, let me just say something. I don't care what you say about this weakest Man City bullshit, because at the beginning of the season, if you want to hold me accountable for what I said at the beginning of the season, let me hold you accountable. You said, unless you're allowed to change your opinion. Are you allowed to change your opinion, Hamza? Because clearly you changed your opinion from the beginning of the season. When I told you Man City got weaker with no Gundogan, no what do you call it, Riyad Mahrez, you said to me, no, we got Mateus Nunes, we got Gavardio, we got this guy. Wallahi, brother, on Hussam's channel, you said to me, this has been Man City's best ever transfer window. You said that to me. Then you changed your mind afterwards because you realized.
I came for my fan base. I came for Martin. Ask Martin, who's very critical of me. Hamza I've been fighting a guy called Martin every day of space. He's a City fan for the last 4 years. Martin even tells me, Hamza, why are you critical about? I said, listen, I want apologies. Calvin Phillips was a bum. I told you from beginning. I said, Matthew Nunes is good, but he's not good enough. I said, we need to make sure we made a mess.
Answer for this. But this £100 million Gavardio is weakest.
No, he's a good signing. But Matthias Nunes, Calvin Phillips was bad. Doku was young for Mahrez. You lost Mahrez and Gundogan. That's a downgrade, bro. What were we doing?
You did not start speaking about Mahrez and Gundogan until the season started and you lost to Arsenal.
Bro, it doesn't matter.
Until you lost to Arsenal in the league, you never mentioned Gundogan. Brother, I do streams with you all the time. Until this, when you were about to get Declan Rice, you said to me, we don't need him. We got Mateus Nunes and Kovacic. You said to me, Kovacic is one of the signings of the season. Hamza, you changed your tune.
For 25 million, I was promised I was going to get. I went for Bellingham, I didn't get him. I went for Declan Rice after getting Kovacic, I didn't get him. I went for Paqueta. There was a charges that was going on, and he failed in the last minute. So we were told, we will go back in the market. And I know we're going to go. I know we're going to strengthen because on the basis that we didn't strengthen fully. Rodri has asked to be rested. How many times? How many times has Rodri come out and said, I'm tired. We're still playing. What does that show you? Yeah? It shows you we have been our weakest. But you cannot take advantage of our weak City. So City, to me, I think you've out of the league.
1 second. Hamza, I think you're disrespecting your own team by saying we bottled it because we're still here on the final day. Your team has gone on a really historic run. 33 games unbeaten or something like that. This is the most wins in a row your team has had in a long time. I don't know if you've had more than this. Have you ever had more than this? The Centurion season, how many wins in a row did you have? How many unbeaten run did you have? Because this is crazy. Since December 6th, you have not lost a single game in all comps.
We often do this.
This is what you're calling weak. Yeah, this is unrecognizable standards. Hamza, I'll say this. I'll say this. I don't want Arteta sacked simply because I'm looking at across from me and I'm seeing a Manchester City team that's a juggernaut. I'm seeing a Pep Guardiola who has 1 year remaining on his contract, and I can see the finish line. Arsenal will win. May not be this season. Hamza. You said you're gonna win. I will gladly. If you want to call me a flip flop, let me land, bro. Please, wallahi, brother. Let me speak. I let you speak a lot this whole stream. I didn't really interrupt you much. Maybe I did interrupt you. I'm sorry, but I'm just gonna say, call me a flip flop as much as you want. But the reality on the table is, Mikel Arteta has gotten us more goals. He's gotten us more points. He's got us a better defensive record. He's improved the squad. The play against the top teams, the play against the small teams. If we come short, we come short by maybe 1 or 2 points. And personally, for me, this season has been improvement.
Okay.
Last season, statistically and based on performances.
Xabi Alonso is going to buy Leverkusen. First season, deliver the trophy, winning a Europa League, hopefully, and winning a German Cup.
Let's see if he can. I wish he was here. I wish Xabi Alonso was here so you guys could see.
Alonso has done better than what Arteta's done.
1 second.
Alonso has done way better than Arteta.
1 second. 1 second. I don't disagree with you. I don't really care about.
Why should this guy be allowed?
Hamza, I don't care about Leverkusen. Leverkusen, what they're doing is amazing. I'm not going to belittle Xabi Alonso. He's doing amazing. If you want to say he's better than Arteta, he needs to prove it. He needs to prove it in the Premier League.
He's
Bro,
better than Arteta.
What he's doing is easy when you're facing the worst Bayern Munich of all time. You said this is the worst Bayern Munich of all time. Now you're saying Xabi Alonso, what he's doing is amazing. I'm facing a Manchester City team that are about to do a goddamn 4-peat. Hamza, you're about to do 4 league titles in a row. 4, not 1, not 2, not 3, 4. And you're telling me the worst Bayern Munich, beating the worst Bayern Munich is easy. Beating the worst Bayern Munich is easy.
The Bayern team that beat you. The Bayern team that played you and dunked you out UCL.
I don't give a shit. We lost one game.
Because beat them 3 or 4-0. 3 or 4-0. Xabi Alonso's not lost a single game out. And this fan base have the audacity. This is a problem. You guys have now accepted.
Did not sit on us, bro. It was a 1-goal margin.
Listen, Arsenal fans have accepted. When Wenger told them top 4 is a trophy, now for you to come second is an achievement. It's an achievement.
Of course it is. You know where we were.
Oh, but how many years you telling us the same story?
Hamza.
By Leverkusen, tell us the same. Look where we were fighting relegation last season.
You win the league every goddamn year.
Leicester City won the league. Despite being relegated the season before, and they won the league. Conte was finishing 8th before the season. We won the league the same month. Why does Arteta get a different?
Am I gonna get a chance to respond on my own stream for 1 second, please? This is getting ridiculous. All you need to know is you won a goddamn treble, spent the most money in the whole Premier League in the summer transfer window. Then you have the audacity to sit here and start saying stuff like, oh, you guys, we're the weakest we've ever been. We're not that good. And in the same breath, you're saying you have a Ballon d'Or candidate in Phil Foden. Last season, you have a Ballon d'Or candidate in what do you call it, Erling Haaland. You have Kevin De Bruyne, who's one of the best midfielders in the world, who you compare to Zinedine Zidane. You have Pep Guardiola, who's the best manager in the world, or one of the best managers in world history. And you sit here and then say to me, Egal, you have to deliver a league title over my team. Egal, you have to beat this team that has 2 Ballon d'Or candidates. Rodri, who's the best midfielder in the world. Kevin De Bruyne, who's one of the best midfielders in Premier League history. Pep Guardiola, who's the best manager. And by the way, Arteta's a fraud. You should sack him, but he should still deliver a league title. By the way, Saka's not good enough. He's not better than Foden. He's not better than Doku. He's not better than these guys, but he should still deliver your league title. Rice, he's not that good, but he still deliver your league title. Oh, what do you say about my midfield, Odegaard? You say you make jokes about him. You do all these things. So now you are trying to crash it on every single player, the team, the manager. You're bigging up every single player on your team, but yet you're telling me my team has to beat your team. My team has to beat the team that's won 4 out of the last 5. My team has to do something that Jurgen Klopp has only been able to do once, and he has 25 plus years of experience in management. Hamza, the standard you are trying to hold Arsenal to and Arteta to while you're still trying to crash it on them doesn't make sense. Either you think our team is shit, our manager's shit, our players shit, and we've bottled it and we shouldn't even be in the title race in the first place, or you need to speak football and keep it real. Your team is really good, and if we come short, we're just coming short to a team that's really elite.
This is a problem. I think Arsenal fans have accepted.
Stop the agenda for 1 second. Let's keep it real, bro.
I'm just saying, Arsenal fans have accepted that Taylor. Because of Arteta.
I'm not accepting shit. I still hope that we can.
No, but you don't. You don't want to hold Arteta.
I hope West Ham do something.
You don't.
Do you think West Ham you're going to beat them?
Huh?
You believe you're going to beat West Ham?
You have to take it seriously. I just watched Man City QPR, and I've watched this Aston Villa now before I came to the stream, just to remind me, psychologically prepare. Final day of the season. Yeah, final day of the season. But the problem is, we're telling
you said to me earlier. You said to me earlier.
We told you. One second.
You guaranteed a victory.
1 second. This is a City team, guys. Let me just land. Rodri has not had a sub. Yeah. Gundogan, the captain, was lost. KDB missed 6 months of the season. Mahrez was missing. Haaland missed 2-3 months. Yeah. City had to play weaker than last season. We had a weaker team. That's what we had to chase. Yeah. Now look at your team. You strengthen. We went downhill.
You spent the most money in the summer transfer window.
One second. But we
Hamza, you spent the most money after every
because
cup.
we sold. If I bought a cup and I sold this cup, bro, you don't say, look how much cup
you got a treble.
I sold my cup. I sold my cup to buy that
bro.
Cup. Bro, we sold Mahrez, we sold Laporte, we sold how much worth where the good net spent. So to me, you guys didn't. You guys have already spent 700 million. And I'm now seeing Arteta not delivering.
Bro, it's not 700 million. It's 554.
It's 700 million. What are you doing?
No, it's not.
Euros.
It's not 700 million.
To me, when I'm looking at Arteta, I'm thinking, listen, Ranieri did it the year before he was getting relegated. He won the league. I'm seeing Bayer Leverkusen doing it in the hardest, and they've never ever won the league in their life. There was so much pressure because they have never ever won the league in their life. Guess what? Leverkusen took that title this season, and guess who did it? Xabi Alonso. But you don't want to give him the credit. I've seen the light that I believe 100%. Alonso's better than Arteta. I've made my mind up. Alonso's better than Arteta. I will never accept that.
I don't care about your comparison to a Bundesliga manager to a Premier League manager. Let's see if he can do it in the Premier League.
Narrative.
One second. Hamza, do you think if Xabi, one second. Do you believe in your mind?
You want to be asked to feel sorry for you?
1 second. Hamza, you said something I need to rebuttal. Honestly, how are we going to Arteta and Xabi Alonso? You're good at deflecting. Come back to tomorrow. You believe tomorrow you're guaranteed a victory.
No, our players have to deliver because we're more under pressure. But when we're under pressure, we know we often deliver. Yeah.
Has Arsenal not been under pressure for the last 6 weeks to continue winning after we lost the game against
you guys? The thing is, your team. It's not on your hands anymore. Are you watching your game or are you gonna watch my game?
I'm watching Arsenal's.
You're not watching Man City at all?
No. Man City, it's TNT. They're gonna have both on the same screen.
No, they're not gonna have Sky's
yeah.
got.
Sky's TNT has the rights tomorrow.
No, Sky's got Man City.
I swear TNT has the rights to the game.
No, Sky's the biggest one. Who has Sky got? I don't know.
Who's got the rights to the game tomorrow? I swear, guys, isn't it TNT?
Who's got the right to Sky? Sky gets the biggest game.
No, TNT has the rights to the Arsenal game, Everton. What about your game?
Yeah, Man City is on Sky. Main event. We're the
Are
biggest
you sure?
one. Yeah, 100%.
It's on Sky?
Yeah, we're in Sky. Yeah.
I don't see it. I'm looking at it. Mine's on TNT. So TNT is going to be
mine's Sky. I told you. Sky. So you're going to watch your game or you're going to watch my game? Because you're going to watch.
No, but TNT is going to be telling me what's happening in the City game.
Okay, fine. So you're going to watch the whole game, your game?
Yeah, I'm going to watch my game. And where's your game? You said 100% is on Sky?
It's on Sky. It's on Sky. City's always on Sky. City's always on Sky. We're always on Sky.
1 second. Let me check TNT quickly. Sports, football. I'm just checking. Where is it? The final day of the season, Arsenal, Everton. Yeah. It's just Arsenal, Everton game is on TNT. That's the only game that's on TNT. So yeah, It is what it is. We're gonna see. Guys are saying, Egal, you're gonna watch illegal websites. No, I have TNT. I paid for the Discovery Plus. It comes with my phone plan. But yeah. Anyways, long story short, Hamza, we've done a lot.
What do you think will happen tomorrow?
We've done a lot of arguing. I genuinely believe if there's anything that can happen.
What do you think is going to happen tomorrow? What's your prediction?
Arsenal's going to beat Everton convincingly. I don't have any question about Arsenal beating Everton. My hopes has to be in West Ham. I have to hope West Ham can do something. The likelihoods says that if I'm honest, the likelihood is you guys win it and you guys win your fourth, right?
And I think if we win our fourth,
there's an 11% chance. 1 out of 9 chance that you guys could have a bad day and get a draw. But I've seen this before. I've seen you go 2-0 down to Aston Villa on the final day. Liverpool take the lead and you guys end up still somehow coming back to win 3-2. I've seen this story before. So I don't have much hope, but I can still try my best to hope. Like, you know what I mean? I don't have much belief, but I can try to hope, you know what I mean? It's peak. From your perspective, I spoke to you earlier. You said to me you guarantee a victory. You know your team's not going to bottle it from this position.
I think you'll see when we're under pressure. I just watch QPR game and thing just to prepare me mentally. You have to accept that tomorrow is a big game, and if we tomorrow deliver it, then uncomfortable conversation for Arsenal fans. We then need to do a lot of talking.
You know what's uncomfortable?
I think I'm gonna have to. I've got a lot of things that I need to say to Arsenal fans because you've done all this Arteta or Kai Havertz song and this dancing in the stadium, the couples and playing this gimmick of all this stuff that it's everything so happy. All this is gonna be forgotten. People are gonna laugh at it, and we would have done the same thing again. And people can't wait. It's gonna be a good summer for us.
You know something, Hamza?
Every Arsenal fan has been chatting to us, casting us down, telling us we're weak, telling us we're not good enough, and laughing at other teams like Tottenham, laughing at Chelsea. They might be worth. You might be left trophyless as them teams.
Hamza,
so
you know something?
Those teams. So I am hoping. Let's see tomorrow, but make sure you get the trophy.
Everyone in the chat, let me know who won the debate. You guys let me know, Hamza or myself. And also, please do hit the like button. We're literally so close to getting 100 likes. Just hit that like button right now. It takes 2 seconds of your time. Hamza, last thing I'm going to say to you. Can you put respect on Arsenal's name? Because I'm not even, it's not a validation thing at this point. It's just you're disrespecting your own team. You're disrespecting.
No, I respect Arsenal.
No, you're disrespecting your own team because when Liverpool, you're crashing it on them. You obviously take your time to banter them using Arsenal. When Arsenal, you're crashing it on us. You start talking about Chelsea, Tottenham. You're trying to get at people for what pisses them off. You're being tactical. 1 second, Hamza. Stop everything. Keep it 100. Genuine. No banter, no nothing. Please, your honest football take from where we came from to what we are now. You look at this Arsenal team and don't you say to yourself, this team is coming. Yes, they might not win it this year, but next season, we're going to be there.
Yeah, listen. Arsenal are a good team, but at the end of the day, I look at trophies. If you ain't gonna cut the trophies, I'm sorry. Congratulations on, and I said it before, when you win it, you get medals. When you come second, you get certificate of participation. You get a little certificate, say you participate in the league. So at the end of the day, I'm gonna say to you, is it gonna be second year? Because last season I did not have Saliba. This year, you got Saliba. Yeah. So if you don't win the league, I'm sorry, I'm gonna come for Arsenal fans all summer. I'm gonna say, yo, well done for coming second. But coming second doesn't get you a trophy, as Mourinho said. And Mourinho was right. He laughed when they asked him, can Arsenal win the league? He laughed. But all Arsenal fans said he's a hater. We should have listened. Next time, I hope Arsenal fans have listened and they're gonna be humbled. Yeah. And we've taught them 2 years in a row. First year Saliba, second year. No excuses now. And City are gonna get stronger. City are gonna strengthen. And I'm praying if we do strengthen, I'm telling you now, and you don't win the league again, uncomfortable conversation. He has to leave because he's a complete failure.
Hamza, failure. You can hold me to this. I don't think Arteta is going anywhere. Personally, for me, I would give him another year. I would give him another year to sort out the team, and I believe that this team is headed in the right direction. If we don't win it this year based on West Ham getting some miraculous miracle, which it would be a miracle, I think you guys are probably going to do the 4-peat. And if you do the 4-peat, next season, we need to deliver. And we need to start improving our squad. Because if we go in our third year and we challenge and we don't win, at that point, then it could become a situation where people start looking around and saying, are we ever going to get over the line? How many times do you see teams challenge for the league and lose and still stick together?
You said it before. If I don't win the league or any cups, I'll question him.
But 1 second. First of all, I did say that, but I changed my tune mid-season because I realized that some of these players were not good enough. Some of the positions we still did not have sorted out. And I respect the Arteta for turning it around from the Fulham and the West Ham defeat mid-season to make us better and better and better. Now, I believe this team will be here next season. And even if we don't win tomorrow, Hamza, this is not the end of this argument. It's going to be
Listen,
back.
I've got family members as Arsenal, wallahi, and I'm making their life hell every day. I
You
call
know
them.
something, Hamza?
I come for them.
if you somehow
Even
drop
the
points,
same guys that are laughing at me.
Hamza,
Yeah,
if
we
you
were
somehow
working.
drop points to West Ham,
Yeah, and
there's no
I'll
way.
make sure this some. Listen, guys, pray for us. Rivals, you're on our side. The world is on our side. I know for a fact. Yeah.
You
But
want to
if you
know why,
guys
Hamza?
do
You want to
badly,
know
I
why
have to
people
give
are on your
I have to
side?
give it.
People are on your side because you guys are not a big club. People are on your side because you don't have a large fan base that annoys
So people don't support Real Madrid in the Champions League final, are they?
people.
So people don't support Real Madrid in the Champions League final, are they?
The reason
People
why
want Dortmund to win.
the reason why people want Dortmund to win, underdog story.
People want Real Madrid to win.
I think a lot of people want Dortmund to win because underdog story.
But no one cares if Real Madrid wins.
No one cares if Real Madrid wins the same way they don't care if you win.
The reason why people support us,
because when you win a lot,
people support us,
for example,
let me tell you one thing.
When you win a lot, people don't care.
Humble fans. See humble fans. But the problem with Arsenal, yeah, now if you don't win the trophy next tomorrow, you're going to your third decade. And Tottenham was responsible to make sure 20 years league titles is sealed. Now it will be anniversary of 20 years. It'll be anniversary. League title, 20 years. That's 2 decades. Think about what you did 20 years ago.
Yeah,
10 years ago.
I know. That's another reason why I thought this year was our year. That's another reason why I thought this year was our year. I actually wanted Liverpool to beat you in some of those title races. People were cheering for City to stop Liverpool. I was like, no. I personally believe, my belief is, you guys having these many seasons in a row winning the league is detrimental. Real Madrid winning 14 Champions Leagues is detrimental. I genuinely believe having one team being this dominant, people just say, oh, let them win again because it doesn't hurt them because they already won. But in my opinion, having one team consistently win is not good for the league. Right now, if it's not Chelsea or Tottenham, anybody else besides City, I would love them to win. Because I don't think right now City are a problem and they're going to keep winning. If you do 4 in a row, then next year people say they need to do 5 in a row, and Arsenal don't stop you, and you do 5 in a row. When will people realize that you are overtaking Chelsea? You've overtaken all these other clubs in league titles. You're going to overtake Arsenal eventually if you keep up at this level where you win 5 in 4 years. And then after that, it's going to be a situation, if you pick up more Champions Leagues, you could overtake Manchester United and Chelsea in league Champions Leagues also. This is a thing where you are building your history right now, and people say, oh, we don't care about City. But eventually it's going to get to a point where you have to start caring because they're going to win everything, and it's getting ridiculous. People need to start caring about City and stop acting like they're irrelevant, because they are not irrelevant. They're single-handedly building a historic team in front of our eyes, and everyone's just ignoring it, saying, stop Liverpool, ha ha ha, stop Arsenal, ha ha ha. Bullshit. These guys are dominating the league week in, week out, year in, year out. And they're getting the best players. They're getting all the domestic awards, and everyone's just laughing about it, saying we're having a good time because Arsenal didn't win the league. We're having a good time because Liverpool didn't win the league. It's ridiculous. I think the teams that are facing you in the title running, they did not care as much as the teams that we're facing. I think when we face a London club, they want to destroy us. When you face a London club, they're flying kites. When we go around and we look at who we have to face in the league, I see 4 or 5 rival teams that hate me. When you look at the teams,
your fan base.
When you look at the 19 Premier League teams that have to stop you from winning the league, Hamza, there's only one team that probably has hate for you, and that's probably Manchester United. Outside of that, none of the other teams have that kind of hate for you, because there's Liverpool fans twerking for you, Chelsea fans twerking for you, every other fan base twerking for you.
No, Liverpool fans
genuinely, it is a problem when you've won 4 trophies. Let me try to see if I have a picture of the 4 trophies. You won 4 trophies. You have the Champions League. You have the Club World Cup. You have all those trophies, and people still don't view you as a threat. It's actually laughable.
I just think that it's a mutual respect. People have seen how City are winning it, and they like it. And I think the reason why people dislike Arsenal is the fan base. People think that How dare you chat like this? How dare you talk like you own something or you have nothing in the last 20 years? We grew up in an era of 20 years of seeing you unsuccessful. You talk as if you sit on the same table with Madrid and the Bayern and City and Chelsea and Liverpool. When we grew up seeing none of you around.
One second. Nobody compares Arsenal to Real Madrid. Bro, Hamza, don't lie. Hamza, no. Bro, I'm not going to let you sit here and lie. Nobody compares Arsenal to Real Madrid. Nobody compares Arsenal to Real Madrid. Stop that.
A lot of Arsenal fans were saying we're not scared of Madrid if we play them. How many Arsenal fans said they're not scared of Real Madrid if they play them?
No, not one person in my entire life have I ever said, "Oh, Arsenal."
I know Arsenal fans who said to me, "We can beat Madrid. We can beat Madrid."
More
Arsenal said to me, "We can beat Madrid."
1 second. There's a difference between a fucking combined 11 and saying I'm on the same level as Real Madrid. Bro, stop it. No one's saying Arsenal is as big as a club as Real Madrid. Arsenal in the Premier League are the big three. It's Arsenal, Liverpool, Manchester United. That's the big three. If you're trying to say it's club size, nobody's doing a Real Madrid Arsenal club size. That's the reality. But long story short, we've got to wrap this up because I got to go watch the fight. Hamza, I've held you on for too long. I'm just going to say this. What is your prediction for the end of the game? You're saying you're going to win versus West Ham. Arsenal's going to win versus Everton. It's going to end in you winning the league.
Yeah.
And do you believe you're going to win the league again next year also?
Oh, my God. The way we signed and I'm hearing what's happening, they're going to strengthen. They're strengthening big time. And I'm glad that they're seeing. Last year, they left things late. Now they're going to start signing early, I'm hearing.
If you somehow drop points to West Ham, you got to come back here.
Yeah, I'll be here.
We'll have a conversation. Anyways, I think Usyk's going to win the fight over Fury tonight.
Where's the fight based here? Which channel?
It's in Saudi.
At what time?
Kickoff. The fight starts at 11.
Okay, fair enough. I'll go watch.
All right, you guys have a good one, guys. I'm out of here.
We got everyone pray for Man City. Come on, man.
Pray for Arsenal, guys. Hamza, respect to you.
No chance.
Respect to you, but I genuinely don't think you really are telling me the full truth of what you think about Arsenal. I really don't think you're telling me the full truth. I think you're holding your cards tight until we lose, and then you're going to be like, you know what? I respected them. You're going to say all that stuff afterwards. It is what it is. Anyways, we're out of here, people. You guys have yourselves a wonderful day. Hopefully you enjoyed this stream. And if you're watching this on the playback or you're watching this live, you're a legend. Let me know.
Joseph San Esteval, good player, man. Of Palmeiras. Fantastic signing. Fantastic player. Wallah, he's a very good player.
I've never heard of him. I've never heard of him.
Wallah, he's a top player, man. Esteval is a top player, man. Left
you think he's going to be on Rodrigo and
Palmeiras, man.
You think he's going to be on Vinny and Rodrigo level?
Boy, he's very good, man. Barca's supposed to sign him, man, and they don't have the cash. Chelsea have taken him. Wallahi, he's a very good player.
No, but you know Chelsea, they ruin players. Anyways, we're out of here, people. You guys have yourselves a wonderful day. Peace.